Hello guys, so Pavel here. Got a request from few Horwin owners, club members, and we're gonna do another video. So I do build electrical skateboards, batteries, all sorts of stuff, and now I got myself, in addition to my custom motorbike, I also have electric bike, which is Horwin CR6 for traveling, commuting. If you want to see a review of this bike, or you want to see how to wire a Denali horn, a 5-amp horn to your bike, have a look on my channel on YouTube. You will see what's going on. If you want to know how to replace brake pads, for instance, or the brake rotor in the front, let me know. I can make a video. It's quite simple. But today we're going to talk about something that it looks like being missed by a lot of members and also Horwin dealers when they do your maintenance on the bike or servicing, is the gear oil change. There are two types of Horwin bikes, Horwin CR6 Pro and Horwin CR6. Pro has the gearbox, but gearbox. However, I'm talking about CR6 without the gearbox. It's like, you know, automatic. However, we still have a transfer gearbox, so there's still oil in there. So today I'm going to show you how to replace the oil in there, because yes, you have to do it. Have a look at the manual. Okay, so what we do first is we turn the bike around the right way around. You will have to get to the left side of the bike. Okay, it's, well, when you sit on the bike, that's your left side. Now we're going to take off this plastic cover right there. What I'm doing is I'm just using a motorbike jack underneath the rear suspension bracket just to level it out. I'm not pushing it up, it's literally just holding it up for me because you want the bike to be level. Now let's take these 4 bolts out and release the cover. Guys, please do not make a mistake of taking anything off your bike by using Allen keys that kind of fit, maybe don't fit, but should work. Don't use that logic. So if you have an Allen key, and if you insert it into the Allen key and it has this movement, most likely it'll do the job, especially if it's not highly torqued like a plastic butt. But get the correct Allen key, because when you use the correct one, you got no play. Difference is, this is 5mm Allen key, and this here is 3/16 Allen key. Okay, if you strip any bolts on your bike because you're just lazy to get yourself a correct Allen key, trust me, it's going to be a pain in the ass, especially for parts that are highly torqued, like the drain plug we're going to be taking off at the moment, like the brake parts, like anything else. Use correct tools. So let's take the cover off. So here we go, guys, the cover is off. So this is the gear transfer box. So it's not like a gear drive, you know, but you got electric motor right there, and this is the gear that takes the power from your electric motor over onto the sprocket that does the chain. Now you got 2 bolts here, one right at the top right here, and this is hand tight. Don't even need the tools. This is your filler plug. Okay, when we drain the oil, we're going to take it off to release the vacuum. Also underneath, you've got the drain plug. This is the plug located right here. Okay, so in order to take the plug out, what you will need is 6mm Allen key. Obviously, guys, depending on the quality of Allen keys you're using, there are tolerances, but make sure when you put the Allen key on, but 6mm is the size, so when the Allen key goes in, yeah, there is no excessive wobble of the Allen key. Yeah, it needs to sit nice and tight. You'll need a bit of the extension and the ratchet. It's not gonna come out straight away very easily, but please keep the Allen key straight. Yeah, do not strip the Allen key, please. And then nice and slow, start applying the pressure until you hear the click and the plug comes out. Okay, loosen up the plug to the point where you can start taking it out by hand. And now we're going to get ready to drain the oil. Before we drain the oil, take out the filler plug, because this will release the vacuum from the gearbox and your oil will come out much easier. There we go. This is your filler plug. Don't lose it, don't get it dirty. Let's drain the oil. Guys, there's very little amount of oil in here. So a little Tupperware, like a Chinese takeaway box, works fine. I just hold it underneath the frame, just like this. Take the plug out by hand and let it all drip out. We had a confirmation from Horwin Global of what oil and how much of it to use. I'm gonna show you the screenshot now. Well, to be honest with you, 3,000 miles, and this oil actually wasn't that bad. Probably could have stood there for a bit longer, but they do recommend changing it at 600 miles, so we're doing it. All right, let it sit, let it drain out, and we're going to add 150 milliliters of brand new gear oil. Well, that is simple and self-explanatory, but I'll show it to you anyway. Okay, so I'll let the oil drip out for about half an hour, and this is all the oil we got from that gear transfer box. Just looking through it, got a few bits floating inside. This is after 3,000 miles, but to be honest with you, it's not the worst. It's not too bad at all. So, it was a question asked on the group, is 150 milliliters, that was confirmed by Horwin, kind of correct? So what I've done was, there's two exact sizes of the Tupperware, and we got precise 150 milliliters of juice. Well, juice so you can see it, otherwise water you will not. So this is precisely 150 milliliters of juice, and next to it is the oil we have drained. There we go. Bear in mind that some of the oil will stay in the gearbox, just because, you know, it's going to be on gears and, you know, stuck somewhere behind corners, but very, very close. So yeah, confirmed, 150 milliliters of gear oil needs to go back in. There we go. So there you go, guys. You will need yourself some oil. What you need is 80W or 85W GL5 differential gear oil. 12 quid. We got here a liter. Well, you can do 8 oil changes with this. Any hardware store or parts store will have some funnels. You'll need something small, or get a kit that has really tiny one right there in the middle. I'm going to use a syringe though. Well, I couldn't find 85W, so we got 80W90 GL5, but also it does say this was suitable if you are specified 80W90 or 85W90. There we go. Let's go for this, and it's cheaper, 8 quid. Okay, so oil all drained down. As I said, you will need some gear oil. I went for this one here, as per my video before. And now we're going to fill the oil. You need 150 millimeters. You can use a funnel, as I said, you know, little tiny funnel, get the angle right. However, what I do when I work on my custom bike, for instance, I love to use the syringes. It's a big syringe, you can get them on Amazon, they're really cheap. This one here is 100 milliliters, so I'm gonna do 100 and a 50. And, well, fill the oil up. Before you do that, take your drain plug, clean it up nicely, make sure that the washer is not damaged, put it back in, tighten it up. Okay, So let's put some oil in. Take your time, guys, when filling the oil. It is quite thick, so if you just push it too hard, it's going to overflow. But using syringe, as you can see, does a great job. Well, that's pretty much 100 milliliters in. Another 50, and we are to the standard from the manufacturer. Okay, so 150 milliliters of gear oil is in the gear transmission box. And now we're going to put the filler plug back on. There's a little rubber washer there. Make sure it's not broken, but shouldn't be. And you just tighten it up by hand. No need to use any tools, guys. It's literally by hand, which is quite simple. You tighten that up. Well, obviously we're going to clean up all the oil and debris from the frame. Okay, so the oil change is done. Now we just need to clean up the bike a bit. What I do like using is the brake cleaner fluid. Kind of does a good job. And here we go, guys. Nice and clean. Oil is changed. Please make sure you clean all the oil that dripped while you were draining, because this way, if there is any leaks on your gearbox here, you can always tell if you have a problem. Otherwise you will have no idea if that's the old oil, new oil dripping or whatever. But this is how simple this is. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. And by the way, while you are here, why not to take this cover off and clean up the sprocket and the chain and lube the chain up. Well, that's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, ride safely, guys. Work on the bike safely. Hopefully this is helping you. Bye. As I said, perfect time to do your sprocket, clean it up, and your chain lube. By the way, same Allen key as you used to take the plastic off goes for the plastic protecting the sprocket. So there we go. Chain is cleaned and lubed. So smooth. Look after your bike, guys, and bike will look after you.